Good afternoon. You're watching the English newscast on Future Television. I'm Linda Tamim, and these are today's top stories. Public Works Minister Ghazi Zaited announces the finalization of long overdue preparations as Lebanon braces for Storm Zina. Israel is denying the transfer of taxes it collects on behalf of the Palestinians in retaliation for their application to join the International Criminal Court. And British Prime Minister David Cameron expresses his will to bring forward a referendum on Britain's membership of the European Union. Public Works Minister Ghazi Zaited has announced the finalization of long overdue preparations for a snowstorm that forced road closures over the weekend. Speaking at a press conference held in his Baalbek residence, Zaited said the Public Works Ministry, in cooperation with other ministries, is ready to face the storm that is going to hit Lebanon. Storm Manu has caused weekend road havoc, and the country prepares to face yet another storm named Zina on Tuesday. The ministry is ready to use available means to manage roads during the turbulent weather, he added, noting that snowplow centers are equipped and prepared to clear blocked roads. Meanwhile, police has urged those living or traveling through mountainous areas and high elevations to practice extreme caution. The ISF has called on drivers to equip their cars with metal chains to avoid slipping on icy roads and warned fishermen against heading to the sea due to the strong winds and high waves. As Syria's war heads towards a fifth year, the United Nations and partners have launched a major new humanitarian and development appeal, requesting over $8.4 billion in funds to help nearly 18 million people in Syria and across the region in 2015.
Syria, 4 years of war and no end in sight. The toll is terrible. Lives lost and maimed. Towns and villages blasted. Millions fleeing. Homes destroyed. Crops lost, schools broken, hospitals bombed. Savings gone, hopes limited. People are vulnerable. For 3 of 4 Syrians, the bitter reality is poverty. For the young, the future is bleak. Over 12 million Syrians need help urgently. Nearly half the country uprooted from their homes in Syria and across borders. This is the world's largest displacement crisis. The refugee tide floods neighboring countries. Over 3.2 million Syrians in Lebanon, Jordan, Turkey, Iraq, and Egypt. Tens of thousands add to the flood each month. There is help. Over 800,000 refugees have been given shelter. 1.8 million get food assistance. 500,000 Syrian children are enrolled in school. But hundreds of thousands more are not. They could become a lost generation. The conflict is a brutal burden on the whole region. Growth has shrunk. Unemployment has grown. 85% of refugees live in towns and villages, not in camps. Local schools and hospitals often can barely cope. More refugees look for work, any work, often competing with local citizens. Neighboring countries have shown exceptional generosity to Syrian refugees, but they are buckling under the pressure. The rest of the world must do more. A new approach is required, inside and outside Syria. Inside the Syria Response Plan 2015, or SRP, it will coordinate humanitarian agencies and actors to bring aid to suffering people and communities in the most direct and safe way. Food, shelter, health services, water, education, all are desperately needed, and all will be delivered, if at all possible. Outside, the Regional Refugee and Resilience Plan, or 3RP. It will bring together 200 partners and build on the national crisis plans of the 5 host countries. The goal? To protect refugees and improve their lives by strengthening the resilience of individuals, families and communities as the long crisis drags on. Both plans together form a region-wide approach to save lives and help communities cope. The crisis is unprecedented. These plans, 3RP and SRP, are an unprecedented response. Regional, coordinated, and active. An unprecedented response that needs unprecedented support. Your support.
And coming up next, Egypt disputes Amal Clooney's arrest warning claim. More details after the break. Welcome back. Israel is delaying the transfer of taxes it collects on behalf of the Palestinians in retaliation for their application to join the Hague-based International Criminal Court. The online edition of Haaretz Daily, citing an unidentified Israeli official, says the move involves $127 million in VAT and custom duties on goods for the Palestinian territories that pass through Israel. The Palestinians delivered documents to the UN headquarters in New York on joining the Rome Statute of the ICC and other global treaties, saying they hope to achieve justice for all the victims that have been killed by Israel, the occupying power. British Prime Minister David Cameron says he would like to bring forward a referendum on Britain's membership of the European Union from the planned date of 2017. Under pressure from Eurosceptic members of his own party and the rise in popularity of the anti-EU UK Independence Party, Cameron has promised to renegotiate Britain's ties with the 28-nation bloc and try to claw powers back to London from Brussels.
The referendum must take place before the end of 2017. If we could do that earlier, I'd be delighted. The sooner I can deliver on this commitment of a renegotiation and a referendum, the sooner I can deliver on that, the better.
Are you prepared to campaign for us to leave the EU if you don't get what you want?
What I've said is,
yes
if
no?
I don't get what I want, I rule nothing out. And ruling nothing out means just that. You could think of every...
You can envisage
ruling
campaigning
nothing out. But let's be clear. I'm always clear in politics. You should try and explain what it is you want to achieve. And what I want for Britain, what I want for my country, is to reform the European Union, to make it better for us, and then to recommend that we stay in the European Union because we need those trade links, we need those markets open, we want that influence in the world. That is good for Britain.
Moving on to Asia, North Korea has criticized the U.S. for imposing sanctions against government officials and the defense industry for a cyber attack on Sony Pictures. North Korea's foreign ministry accused the U.S. of groundlessly stirring up hostility towards Pyongyang and claimed that the new sanctions will not weaken the country's military. North Korea has denied any role in the breach of tens of thousands of confidential Sony emails and business files. Egypt has disputed a claim by British human rights lawyer Amal Alamuddin Clooney that she has been warned she risked arrest last year if she released a report in Cairo critical of the judiciary. Clooney, a rights lawyer who married Hollywood star George Clooney in a lavish Venice ceremony last year, told reporters that the warning had stopped her from going ahead with the Cairo launch for the February 2014 report for the International Bar Association. The report, based on a fact-finding mission made in mid-2013, warned about the wide powers that ministers had over judges and highlighted a record of selective prosecutions, flaws that Clooney said later contributed to the convictions of 3 Al Jazeera journalists. But Interior Ministry spokesman Hani Abdulatif questioned the source of the alleged warning, saying Egypt has nothing against Clooney. While he wasn't an honoree himself, actor Brad Pitt stole the spotlight for a few moments at the annual awards gala for the Palm Springs International Film Festival. Pitt traveled some 100 miles east of Los Angeles to the desert town of Palm Springs, California, to introduce actor David Oyelowo to attendees of the gala. Pitt is a producer of the historical epic Selma, in which British actor Oyelowo portrays civil rights leader Dr. Martin Luther King. The festival honored Oyelowo with its Breakthrough Performance Award. In his introduction, Pitt discussed his enthusiasm for Oyelowo's work and at one point led the audience in a sing-along consisting of Oyelowo's often mispronounced last name.
Tonight we celebrate an actor brave enough to step into the shoes of Martin Luther King. It's a masterclass performance that transcends imitation and captures the soul and the spirit of Dr. King. his dignity, his grace, his strength in the fight. As an actor, it's truly a very special performance, and I thank you for honoring it tonight. I also know that with any great film, any great performance, comes controversy and questions. And I know that there is one lingering question in the back of your minds. It's a fundamental question. I think it's only fair that we air it out tonight. And that question is, how the hell do you pronounce his name? It's okay, it's all right, I've been there. And I'm here to help. My job tonight is to help you. So if you will say it with me now, David Oyelowo. It's worse than I thought. Okay, this is what we're going to do. Repeat after me. Whoa. Lowo. Yellowo. Oyelowo. David Oyelowo. Listen, guys, you're going to be referencing this name for years to come. You might as well get it right here tonight, all right? In situations like this, I found it sometimes helps to sing it. So, if you will sing it with me now, repeat after me, okay? Oyel. Oyel, Oyel. Oyel, Oyel, Oyelowo. Oyelowo. Everybody. Oyel, Oyel, Oyelowo. Oyelowo. Come on, people. One more time, all right? You get one more shot at this. Oh, yellow, 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 whoa. Oh, yellow, whoa. All right, maybe we'll try this. Da 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 da. It was all oh yellow. All right, you guys got to get on this.
This marks the end of our bulletin for today. Now for a reminder of our headlines. Public Works Minister Ghazi Zaitar announces the finalization of long overdue preparations as Lebanon braces for Storm Zina. Israel is delaying the transfer of taxes it collects on behalf of the Palestinians in retaliation for their application to join the International Criminal Court. And British Prime Minister David Cameron expresses his will to bring forward a referendum on Britain's membership of the European Union. Those are your headlines for the weekend. I'm Linda Tamim, and I'll see you again tomorrow for more updates. Take care.